building material, and it can last for over 50 years. If you need a coat, you can look at your parents' old coat that they were in your age. It looks new, but it actually is quite old. Who of you here wear Uggs? Well, the company that makes Uggs gets $350 million per year. Think about it. How many people would lose their jobs? There are more reasons why we have the right to wear fur. The three main ones are environmental, economical, and ethical. We do not always kill animals for fur. For example, the sheep. We can shave them. And from that particular material, we either make hats, gloves, scarves, and other clothing. As a fact, people do not always wear real fur or leather. For example, they can wear pleather. Pleather looks and feels the same as leather, but it actually is made out of plastic. Around 20% of people wear pleather. One reason why is because it's a lot cheaper than real leather. There's a big economic part in people wearing fur. If people buy fur, they waste money. According to Readers.com, in Russia, $2.5 billion were earned just because of selling fur. If not for the fur, people would lose their jobs and companies. Then they won't be able to feed their families because they don't get paid while they're looking for a new job. So, on the other side, the animals, we stop killing them. And then there will be too much animals because no one is killing them, and it will ruin the life cycle. As you know, fur is made from an animal, but we do not always have to use just the fur. For example, the meat. We can use meat for food. We can use the bone for weapons or other material, like jewelry. In older times, people would show their power by wearing fur, and also protect themselves from cold weather. In Siberia, it is a tradition to wear fur. One of the reasons why they wear fur. Another reason why they wear fur is because it protects them from cold weather. Imagine what will happen if we stop wearing fur. It will ruin their culture and traditions. Did you know that if we take fur from the animal and leave it in the forest, other animals would come and eat it, or if not, the animal would decompose? Some people might say that if we kill animals for fur, it might cause animal extinction. Well, my opinion is no, because, as I said, if we stop killing animals for fur, there will be too many animals, and then it will be a hard world to live in. So, as you can see, there are environmental, economical, and ethical reasons why we have the right to wear fur. Remember, if we stop wearing fur, what will happen? Less people, but more animals. A hard world to live in. Then, as well, people will have less money and won't be able to feed their families. As you're going home, think about it. How many people you know that wear fur? A lot. It doesn't change anything about it. Thank you.
Well, also, as you said that there were it may cause extinction, and you're saying yeah, it may, but it is probably that it will, because we're killing so many animals. As you said, we're killing so many animals for fur. Then we may be thinking so much there will be no more left. So I'm Ben, and I agree. I'm Con, and I'm saying that we shouldn't kill animals for fur. I strongly believe that we shouldn't kill animals for fur. Many animals like foxes, minks, raccoons, and others are killed for fur. They're punishments for mistreating an animal, because before we kill the animal, we mistreat it. There's a fine of 20,000 pounds. There's a ban of having an animal as a pet, and you can even go to prison. In England, at least, they made laws against wearing fur, and even for killing animals for fur. But people still do it. Killing animals for fur may cause extinction. over 40 million animals are killed in 1 year for fur. According to the size of the animal, it may take up to 40 animals to make one fur coat. And according to an article in the 1940s, because of overhunting for fur, there were only 40 worldwide Siberian tigers left. But we made a huge effort, which took lots of years, and we managed to increase that amount. And it breaks the ecosystem, because if we extinct one, and the other will extinct because they'll have no food. For example, in the polar bears, they're killed for fur, but we're killing so many of them that then the seals will overpopulate the sea, and if the seals overpopulate the sea, that's a big problem. The animals aren't always dead when we take their fur. Others are hit or smacked by wood until they're chaos and skin. Those are just taken from their cages and skin, and then they stay alive for a few minutes. And in the 80s, people would take baby seals, shoot the mother before, take baby seals, skin them, and then leave the body there doing nothing and leaving it. They're held in steel jaw cages, and their treatment is horrible. So they can kill the animal without damaging fur. They may electrify it, they may gas it, they may poison them, or they may even snap their necks. And they're held in cages 2 feet square. And there may up to be 4 animals. Maybe you're thinking 4 small animals, but it's 4 raccoons, 4 beavers, and a beaver or a raccoon is pretty big. So I hope my speech has persuaded you to take action, because us human beings, if we don't stop sitting back in our chairs doing nothing, our children or our grandchildren may never see an animal. They'll just read about them or see pictures of them on TV. So, and as I said before, it breaks the ecosystem. In other words, it breaks the balance of nature. So take action. Like you can take action like donating money to a company like WWF. So take action.
So I think that we can't. So as you said, it causes animal extinction, but there sure will be some animals left because we can't kill all the animals at one time. So the animal, while we kill one animal, the other animal will give birth to the same species.
Good.
Thank you.